A very good morning, guys. Yesterday, the close was made in the auction. Both indices printed their low as their close, and neither did it on the tape. It happened in the cash closing session. The Sensex traded 77,600 to 77,700 throughout the afternoon and settled at 77,472. The Nifty was near 24,280 at 3:15 and printed at 24,207 at closing. The futures never followed, and the synthetic future also never followed, which is why the September basis reads a fake looking 245 basis points. And today, the same mechanism settles the Sensex expiry. This is the auction round 5. Meanwhile, the writers flipped completely. The Sensex board went from writing the puts 8 to 1 to writing calls 5 to 1. This is the Tanmay. You are listening to episode 112. I'm Tanmay Kurtagoti. Let's go. So the Sensex tape first. Sensex closed 183 points lower, 0.24% at 77,472. Open was 77,892. High of 77,986, and then the low made was 77,472 in the closing auction session. The afternoon tape sat 77,600 to 700, and the settlement happened 180 points lower. So that was the cash session. The Sensex board a complete flip happened yesterday. Yesterday, 1.21 crore lakh puts return against 16 lakh calls, 8 to 1. Today uh, happened exactly opposite. 2.69 crore calls return against 54 lakh puts, roughly 5 to 1. The other way round. 7,800 call now stands at 40 lakh. The resistance and the biggest position on the board. 77,900 around 21 lakhs. 77,800 call, 78 200, 78,000 everything written. Calls covered below the spot were 77,300, 77,200, 77,100 and 77,000. Puts return are 77,000 put 20 lakhs, the biggest put position. 77,400 13 lakhs. 76,800 8.6 lakhs. 77,500 put was trimmed to 3.4 lakh to almost 14 lakh outstanding. So the PCR came down below 1 and is trading at 0.858. Max Pain sits at 77,600, sitting 127 points above the spot. Gamma flip level came down as well to 77,600. The magnet and the pivot are the same level today. So the strike ratios are 76,800 reads 100 puts per call, 77 reads 9.5, 77,500 reads 1.2, 78,000 reads zero point 0.2. So the expiry expected is between 77,500 to 78,000. The Sensex one standard deviation map is 27th August expiry is up by 6% and is trading around 11%. Expiry day 1 SD is around 408 points, 77,100 on the bottom end to 77,900 on the upper end. ATM straddle of 77,500 is trading at 379. The live series printed 410, down 15% on the day. So the straddle implied move is around 475 points and is giving around 77,000 on the bottom end to 77,950 on the upper end. So the 1SD lands exactly under that 78,000 resistance and lands above that 77,000 support that is present. So the battlefield for the today is 77,100 to 77,900 with 77,600 as the pivot. The basis is trading wrong and is showing almost 781 points on Sensex. So for yesterday's expiry, the projection tracks the tape. The close was made in the uncross. Same for the Sensex model, 160 points off. So the model missed too. So the projected price was higher and it was a straight miss. So I'll take a 3 on 5 on that. The full scorecard is available on rupeecase.com. So the Nifty calls return were 4.3 times faster than the puts. Call OI 5.9 lakh crore versus put OI of 1.37 lakh crore. 24,500 call has 1 crore position, the biggest one. And then we have 24,400 with almost 90 lakhs, 87 lakhs present over there. 24,350, 24,450 call, 24,600, 24,700, all calls were returned. The first line of support is 24,200, where almost 11 lakhs got shaded. 24,250, 5 lakh got shaded, and 24,150, around 1 lakh got shaded. That migration is the message. The writers are moving their flow to 24,000 directly, and the PCR has collapsed from 1.1 to 0.73 in one session. Max Pain still holds at 24,300, still above that spot, and Gamma Flip level is still above that 24,350, and the spot is below it. Amplified move stays switched on. So the daily one standard deviation move for Nifty is 24,100 on the bottom end to 24,314 on the upper end. Tuesday's expiry is predicted between 24,000 to 24,450. ATM straddle is 220 and the ATM IV is roughly around 9. So Wednesday's tape was under the surface. So what was up? Cement was up, metals was up, chemicals was up. Private banks and PSUs were also up. So down was IT minus 1.47%. Infrastructure, CPSC and FMCG were down. Consumer durables as well as auto was down. So the reversal of Tuesday was small cap plus 100 points or 0.81%. Small cap 0.62%. Micro cap was 250 was up by 0.6%. All green while the Nifty fell. So this is a large cap rally and the broader market did not participate in it. So, who did what? So, the pros or the proprietary traders sold calls again, booked down to 40,000 calls. Third flip session in 4 sessions, bought back 57,000 puts, 51,000 puts, sorry, booked to 75,000 now holding the protection. A desk is trading in the range and is still long calls, long puts, along with futures they are long. FIs wrote 37,000 more calls. Short book stands at 2.36 lakh calls they have shorted. Future short is steady at 1.86 lakh. And cash they bought again for the third day 503 crores. The client bought more calls. Book stands now at 1.91 lakh. Added 60,000 naked puts, and the book back is above that 6.5 lakh and is trading at 6.63 lakh of naked puts. Long calls and short puts, maximum bullish exposure on the day the market broke. The pros and the foreigners took the other side of both these legs and they are standing against the clients. The flows: DIS cash 6,425 from 230 crore on Tuesday. Yesterday they bought 6,400 crore. Remember this. FI cash was 503 crore. Third stud day of buy. So the locals bought the dip in size, the foreigners bought cash and sold every derivative possible. Someone is being paid to stay cautious. So the predicted values, the rolling futures, Sensex is still buy, Nifty is still buy. Thursday morning, Kospi is trading 1.8% higher. Korea has ripped back after 2% falls we have seen. Taiwan is up by 0.92%. Shanghai is flat. Hang Seng is negative 0.34%. Nikkei is negative to flat 0.13%. Jakarta is down by 1.5%. US Wednesday traded flat. S&P was complete flat. Nasdaq was down 8 bips. DAX was positive 8 bips and CAX was positive 2.27 bips. So Brent is steadied and is trading below that 88 mark and has been trading around that 87.32. Gold is 46.41, up another 1%, and dollar index has climbed above that 99 and is trading at 99.12. USD INR is still uh, over there at 95.41. India 10-year yield flat at 6.87 and US 10-year yield climbed 1 bips to 4.66. Gift is on the August contract and is trading at 24,364, about 88 points below where that future settled against an auction close depress the cash close. It looks like a big gap. The honest trade is it's opening near 24 240 to 210 versus 260 the tape saw at 315. So the rupee case all cap was positive 0.6% on a negative 0.5 today, the exact reverse of Tuesday, and the alpha has recovered back to 1.2%. So in one session. So the next rebalance stands on Monday, and the plan for today, guys, is very important. Keep a watch for first 45 minutes. The pivot is 77,600 on Sensex. Max pain and the gamma flip level both lie at the same number. Above 77,600, gamma is positive. The day compresses and the drift towards 77,800 can happen. What is the base case? That is the base case, not the best case. 78,000 is the resistance with 40 lakh calls written over there. Nothing should cross it today. Below 77,600, the board amplifies the moves because we enter into a negative gamma territory. What 77,500 puts getting trimmed, and market could fall to 77,200, 300 as well. So the expiry range for today is quite broad and stands at 77,065 to 77,881. Remember this and write it down. Do not judge the day after 315. Yesterday's the print moved the market 180 points in the last few minutes. So again, spreads only, no naked buying or selling. Ideally, 77,600 ironfly is the trade you should go for with a 300 point range covering 77,300 to 77,900 levels. So Nifty 24,350 is the level you should watch for. Support is 24,200 and is thinning out. And resistance is built at 24,300, 400, and 500 levels. So stay safe and do not trade in the cash session. Uh, if you like this episode, guys, share it with one trader friend who needs it right now. Subscribe to Apple Podcast, Spotify, and Amazon Music. Stream it live on rupeecase.com where it streams first, and give it a rating, guys, if you want to add something. Have a happy expiry, guys, and a happy Thursday. See you all once again tomorrow.